Hi, Joanna Hodorowska, Nutrition in Motion, nutrition to harmonize body, mind, spirit, and sport. So this week I read a couple of articles. One was 11 symptoms of muscle tension that have probable meanings to them and what emotions are trapped in those tense muscle groups. So if you have shoulder pain or, pain in the neck, it could be that you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. So that's a one way to relate to the pain is the emotions may be a trigger to why a certain area hurts. I read another one that was really talking about the childhood traumas and some of those childhood experiences that kind of leave the impression kind of like PTSD. And those can develop into adult pain and other health conditions. Similar to the ACEs study by Kaiser Permanente in 1997 or 98, where it identified basically 8 different categories or 10 different categories of emotional traumas that you experience in childhood. And depending on how many of these issues you have, then you develop certain health conditions as you get older. This one had kind of addressed it in a slightly different way, indicating some of the fear, some of the stored emotions. But the key is, there are these generalities of what the pain means. And okay, so let's say you have hip pain, like I had hip pain. You look at all these articles and they say, oh, it's a fear of stepping forward. Fear of stepping forward into what? Well, that's where you have to do some of that inner work to kind of connect with your heart to see, well, what is that thing that you're afraid of? And then also, is it an aspect of self that you're trying to diminish, that the pain is actually easier to deal with than the pain of the criticism if you were to step into that aspect of self and really embrace it fully? So those are some of the things, but same thing with the hip. Like, okay, you've got fear of re-experiencing a childhood trauma. Well, you can go to therapy and you can do talk therapy, and a lot of times you end up re-experiencing the whole thing. You can go to past life regression and then you re-experience the pain and the whole traumatic event, which is one way of healing. I work with emotional release technique, and that actually helps to identify, well, what is your fear? What is it that you experienced when you were a child that is creating that issue? And once we clear that issue, then the pain kind of goes away. It's not always a once and done kind of situation, because we have layers. We have the emotional trauma that we create at the bottom here, and then we keep re-experiencing the different kinds of ways to reinforce that trauma really did exist and that pain does exist. And so we may re-experience certain scenarios in life where we actually confirm that pain needs to be there. So the beauty of the work that I do is, yes, I do the anti-inflammatory diet because that will lessen the pain on the physical level and help the body on more than just the pain level, but basically aging yourself younger. It will give you more energy, and it also just takes care of the pain in general, no matter where it is, and the inflammation in the whole body. The emotional release technique actually helps identify what is the reason why you have the pain and what was that underlying emotional issue that occurred in childhood that may be contributing to that issue. And once we identify and release it and you get the aha, you don't actually have to relive that painful experience ever again. And that's the beauty of what I do is we identify, we clear, you become pain-free, and then you can go enjoy your life the way that you want. So if you have questions about this, want to learn more about the anti-inflammatory diet or the emotional release techniques or the combination of the two, then you can contact me, Joanna Hodorowska, www.nutritioninmotion.net, and we can help you get started on understanding and actually releasing those emotional issues that are causing your neck pain, your body pain, your shoulder pain, whatever pain you have in your body. Joanna Hodorowska, harmonizing body, mind, spirit, and sport.